Thank you, Mike. Welcome to everybody from far and near. It's just wonderful to see such a huge crowd here today. But we've got serious business to take care of. It's a great honour for me to speak to such a huge crowd on such an important issue as this flawed Murray-Darling Basin Plan. Put simply, if 2,750 gigs of water are taken out of productive use, our city will die a slow death. This is already happening now, with only 12% or so of water already gone from the MIA. Our water costs are already increased, some 40-odd% in the last 4 years. The spiral has already started. You people know this, but people in Canberra don't. And to tell you the truth, I don't think they really care. We, as a community, and I'm talking about the Murray-Darling Basin here, not just Griffith and the MIA, we need you, Minister Hodgkinson, we need you to get downright and dirty and start the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, it starts with our price of water getting higher. It starts there, and it's already started. Commodity prices might drop, and we've seen that in the last few years. Bank foreclosures, people go bankrupt, people take their lives. If those people in Canberra can't understand this, then they're just not human. My grandfather on my mum's side came here in the early 20s and helped build our irrigation canals before settling on a small farm at Ugali. Then my dad came here in the early 50s and prospered onto a larger rice farm at Hanwood. Now my brother and I represent 3 generations of food producers. And we proudly call our MIA our home. Ladies and gentlemen, this story can be replayed thousands of times about different pioneering families right across the basin. If the amount of money and manpower that has been spent on this whole fiasco, and it is a fiasco, had been spent on harvesting and storing only a portion of the water that has gone into the sea in recent floods in southeastern Australia, the whole nation would be better off. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we will not let our pioneers' sacrifices, their toil and their hard work go in vain. Federal Water Minister Burke promised us the plan would address a triple bottom line. He also promised to stop the water buybacks that are hurting our communities. My own elderly mother, who's here today, had to plead with Minister Burke at the last Ugali Club meeting not to take our water. And he said he would not do that. He betrayed us. He's a liar and he's a charlatan. He cannot be believed or trusted. Please remember this, Miss Hodgkinson, when you go in and talk to him. You would think, as Water Minister, Mr. Burke would be trying to increase the amount of water we harvest and store here in Australia. After all, our population is growing. Michael McCormick told me last night there's an increase of some 9,000 boat people in detention camps, and they're just the men right now, let alone our natural increase in population. Where are they going to get the extra water from? I ask you. Minister Burke has stated publicly he wants to keep the mouth of the Murray River open 9 years out of 10 using fresh water. Our fresh water. Ladies and gentlemen, what a pretentious, pompous peanut we have as our minister. How dare you, Mr. Burke, even consider the idea of letting productive water go to waste? If he is so committed to this outcome, then why doesn't he not get the South Australian government to remove the barrages in the Lower Murray and let the Great Southern Ocean keep the mouth of the mighty Murray open for free. It's not rocket science. It's just plain common sense. Minister Burke says, agree with him or he will use his powers to force this unwanted plan onto us. I say, bring it on, Mr. Burke, and then you will see who really has the power. We, the people of Australia, voted you and your disgraceful government in, and ultimately we will vote you out. And now I'd like to talk about the human cost of this whole fiasco. I ask Mr. Burke, who will pay for the thousands of good people in the basin who have lost their jobs already? Who have had their homes, their farms and their businesses devalued by the uncertainty when the guide to the plan first appeared nearly 2 years ago? Who will pay for the anxiety, the family breakups, the mental anguish, the suicide, the bankruptcies and the disruption to good people's lives this plan has caused while Mr. Burke has presided over this whole fiasco? The answer to these questions, my good people, is us. Because we're the people who live and work in the basin. Remember this, my friends, each and every one of you, at the next federal election. And then maybe we can inflict some pain. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not all doom and gloom. These are trying times, but we need to stay united on this issue. Your presence here today will give Katrina Hodgkinson the support she needs to go in and bat for us in a few days' time on June 29th. We will win this battle because we need to see a fair and sensible plan for our basin. However, I feel the time for talking is over. Now it's time to draw the line in the sand, clench our fists and fight this one to the end, because we have to. Ladies and gentlemen, please find strength in Lee Kernaghan's song, The Boys from the Bush, where he sings, we're country people and we don't back down and we don't give up. This is what we must do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for this very, very valued opportunity to talk to you, and God bless you all.